Hello and welcome to Season 2, Episode 1, or Season 2, Part 1, whatever you want to call it, of my Journeyman adventure. Uh, so, as you may have been aware, or as you may have seen, the last episode, we sort of got sacked from none other than Newry City AFC. However, after a couple of interviews and a couple of times of me being very, very selective with my jobs and where I wanted to manage, uh, Dover Athletic offered me an interview, and to my surprise, they actually accepted me, which is awesome because Dover are in the Vanarama National, so I didn't really expect to be playing in the Vanarama National League. I thought maybe at best I'd be like Conference North-South, so yeah, Vanarama North-South. So that's really kind of crazy that I've been given this opportunity by the board. I also want to see, are they gonna let me? I don't know how you do it. I think I've done it already actually. That might be why I can't do it. Yeah, I'll have a look, but I want to start studying for my next coaching license. So I'm currently on a National C license, half a star reputation, not bad, and hopefully that will be reflected through the I don't want to say fancy animation at the start, the really quite uh, okayish animation, I suppose. So my reputation's up to 10% now, which is amazing. I think that's just mainly because I've joined Dover, so obviously more people know about me. So I actually have players now. I actually have players who are on contracts, players who are worth actual money, which is crazy. I never thought that I'd be in this situation after just one season. So that's really cool. And I have internationals here. Sam Magri, he's an international for Malta. I know it's Malta, but an international? Yeah, crazy, I know. And we actually have foreign players, which is, again, something that's completely alien to me from last year, where they were all, I think, Irish, Northern Irish. And so, with that, with that, speaking of that, as in moving forward from that, I should go on to mention the transfers. So, if we go to transfers history, we've been busy. This isn't anything to do with me. Actually, no, I lied, it is. Unfortunately, I was really gutted that I had to let Ricky Miller go. He is such a good player for this league, but he wanted to move on um, to like League Two and League One. He's that good of a player. So, unfortunately, I could not keep him at Dover. I wanted to, but he's being miserable about it. He doesn't like me, so I don't even know him. But Ricky Miller not keen on coming back. He's wanted by, let's see, yeah, like Crawley, yeah, League Two, League One even. So he's wanted by some pretty big teams. Um, we let Joe Healy go to Grimsby. He's an okay player, but anyway, more about who we've actually brought in. So we one of our um, one of our good signings, I would say, is Ollie Palmer from Leyton Orient. He doesn't look like much, but he's a quality player. He's got experience in League One and League Two, and Vanarama National. I'm hoping that he's just going to go up there and he's just going to be able to score goals for us, because I think that's what we need. We need to just score goals. Kieran Murtagh, again, a backup player. He's not on that much wage, but came from Woking, who are also in the National League. A bit of experience in League One and League Two, just and even in the Premiership actually as Charlton. Oh my god, do you remember that when Charlton were in the Premier League? How it's all changed. Anyway, so he's just a backup. We got Kenny Clark, who again is is another backup central defender. Look at these physical stats. They're not too bad, and great determination, great heading. Hopefully just there as backup. We also have Richard Orlu. We're sort of playing him first team, I think. Yeah, we're playing Richard Orlu as first team because I think he's pretty good, to be honest, and I'm hoping that he can just reinforce that defensive thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. Defensive thing, yeah. And again, he's not really that experienced, but he's been with us for a few years, so hopefully he'll be able to do very well for us. Billy Clifford, this is another one of these good signings that I think I've brought in. Comes in from Crawley, who is League 2, so again, a little bit of experience in the professional leagues, as it were, and a bit more experience in the national and even League 1. So hopefully he'll be able to just aid us there. I think he comes in as a replacement for... No, he doesn't. The replacement for Ricky Miller is someone who we already had at the team, so yeah. Barney Williams is another, he's a left back and a right back, just adds that bit of versatility, and again, £250 per week, very cheap, and just there to pad out the squad really, because after a few of these players left, we were basically down to like 12 players, so needed a few more people to come in to recover from that. We then have Michael West, who is actually plays for the team we're going to play next, Whitehawk, which is interesting. A quality, I think, winger. Plays on the right, can play on the left, adds as backup. Versatility is what we needed. We can play West on that right, on that attacking mid right, and on that attacking mid left. Ricky Modest is the guy who replaced Ricky Miller, and Ricky Modest I think is okay. He's not as good, obviously, but he's a quality player. And then finally, this signing here is interesting. This guy is good. So this guy, Nick Sarula, he's an English 18-year-old fullback, plays on the left, but look at his stats and look at his potential ability. We've got him in on a 2-year contract, paying him £350 per week. A key player. I'm probably not going to play him that much. Actually, I will. Yeah, I'm going to play. This guy is the one I'm going to play on left. Yeah. And look at these stats. Okay, physically he's maybe not up to it, but look at these attributes here. I think they're so good for a person of his age. Comes in from Tottenham. I guess Tottenham just released him because he wasn't good enough, but I think that he's more than capable of doing a decent job for us in the Vanarama National League, and our coach says that he's very well suited, and I think that he could be quite a well-established player in this league. He's actually joint second best left back, which is awesome. And so today's game is the first game of the season away against Whitehawk. This is the team that we're playing. This is the formation that we're playing. We're playing similar formation to Newry City AFC, but I'm hoping this time we actually have two quality wingers, Modest and Emmanuel, who are really, really good. Then we've got Palmer laying up there as deep lying forward. Might change that to defensive forward for this. I'm going to change it to defensive forward support. And yeah, I feel good about the team, but I don't know if you know what I mean. I'm a little bit scared, basically. 3 subs outside. No, we're in 3. What? Let's put Tyrone on the bench for Kenny Clark, I guess. I do want Barney Williams on though, because he can also come on. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll take these off the sub. Oh, Nick Tarusiliola. You can be number 8, because that's a nice number. Yep, let's go. first game of the season, I'm kind of a bit scared, to be honest. But I don't know what to say. Enjoy yourselves. First game of the season. Just need to relax. Just need to play a natural game, and I'm sure it'll come to us. Yeah, let's go. Cerulia. And so, the board expectations for us are mid-table. And that is a good ball to Palmer, who's through on goal. Palmer doesn't quite finish it, and perhaps should have done better there. But first chance of the game, Palmer. I pay him like £200 to score a goal. He better perform. If he doesn't, it's going to be so sad. Yeah, so board expectations of us are to be sort of like mid-table, which I think I can handle at this time, considering I don't think the board's expectations are too unreasonable compared to modest. Oh, should have done better. I don't think the board's expectations are too unreasonable this season compared to last season, because Dover are actually a fairly well established team in the conference. They've been in this season, in this league, sorry, for about Emmanuel 1-0. Emmanuel Moses. Sorry, they've been in this league for about 3 years or 4 years, 3, 4, and what happened is last year they finished 20th, which is one place above relegation zone. So I guess their manager got fired, which is kind of scary, really. But 4 points above relegation. Never really looked like going down when I looked at the history. They're always mid-table, and towards the end they lost like 5 games in a row, and that just sort of brought them down a bit. But never really looked like getting relegated. Just obviously way below expectations, I suppose. Anyway, Palmer's got the ball here. He's going to cross, he's going to find Manuel and Clifford, and that was a good bit of play, and we could have been 3-0 up against Whitehawk. Clifford with the corner, never good at any set pieces. Although we might be better at set pieces this time round, because we've got some really, really tall centre backs. Really, really good at heading. Gala and Orlu's having a good game. Let's say keep it up. But I'm going to shout say like focus. Is that annoying kickoff highlight? That 99% of the time doesn't lead anywhere. I'm hoping that the team that I've assembled are good enough for this league, and we've got a corner we need to defend, and Walker's come out and caught that very comfortably. I'm wondering, can we counter from this? Tries to find Palmer, flicks it onto Emmanuel, and Emmanuel is through here. Can he get his second? Yes, he can. 2-0. Moses Emmanuel with the second, and Moses Emmanuel last season, I think he must have scored a lot of goals. I can't remember. I think he was the highest goal scorer for Dover. So he scored I think maybe 15 goals, which for a team who finished 20th is a pretty good achievement in my opinion. I'm surprised that nobody has tried to steal him from me, because that's what usually happens. 60th minute, gonna make a substitution. We're gonna see Tyrone Sterling, no. Saruli is having a good game, the guy from Tottenham. Just pointing that out there, from Tottenham, big teams. Ross Leafet. But then Palmer's had a good game, hasn't he, as a defensive forward? Let's bring on Kieran Murtagh for Jay Davies. Jay Davies has not had a good game. And maybe let's bring on... no, we'll do one sub. We're not losing. We're just going to comfortably see this out, and it's going to hopefully be similar to Season 1, Episode 1, where we won our first game of the season, maybe. Clifford flicks it on, can't find Palmer. They've got the ball, and it's a little through ball to some guy's name. It's a Cerulia with a brilliant tackle there. All that Tottenham experience. Clearing the ball away. No nonsense, that's what we like to see from Cerulia. 10 minutes left. Emmanuel's not going to get to that, and they have the ball. Cerulia needs to really, and centre back's following as well, which is a little bit problematic, but Gala hits it away. Modest tries to clear it out to the wings. They still have the ball. They are looking a little bit more threatening, but Palmer comes back. And now can we break? Modest through ball to Palmer. Palmer's got the ball. Palmer, again, really, Palmer should have been doing better there. But he has, I think he's assisted one of our goals, so that's good. And, it's always scary when there's another kick-off, but Murtag's got the ball. Finds Gala. Tries to find Palmer, can't quite. And now they've hit the ball forward. And thankfully, their finishing is as bad as ours. We are still 2-0 up. First game of the season, and Ricky Modest is injured. This is not good. Why did they have to injure him? I believe one of these players can play where Modest can. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I'll take off. Oh, okay, it's only 10 minutes. We'll just have to bring on Barney Williams. I know Barney, but just do a job. I'm sorry. What does it look like? What sort of injury does it look like? We need to concentrate here with the defending. And we don't, and it's 2-1. And we have a very panicky few minutes of overtime to look forward to. And Whitehawk are sort of jumping back, and if we draw this, we'll be we'll be unlucky. And thankfully, we just hold on for the 2-1 win. And Ricky Modest is out. Oh, thigh injury. That's never good, is it? But we held on to the win. And let's see how long Ricky Modest is injured for. I'm not looking forward to this. Please don't be ages. Please don't be ages. 2-3 weeks. Alright, it's not that bad. Could be worse. Okay, so that's Season 2, Episode 1. I guess the next game that we'll come back to will probably be against Barrow or Woking, one of these two. So, yeah.